Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. As I mentioned off the top of the show, my friend Abby and I got together after she had an appearance on the show, and we thought, let's do something different. Okay, let's entertain the masses. That's what we're here for. So Abby Hagyard joining me here on the show today. She has no idea what we're doing, but Abby, I'm going to break it down for you. Okay, what's the gloves for? That was the kitchen segment. Wrong segment. Wrong segment.
No, the blue gloves were your kitchen segment.
So, the general manager of Orpheus Musical Theatre, as you know, is on the show today,
yes.
right? Mm-hmm. So I reached out to JT Morris, and we're going to talk to him a little bit later on, and asked him if he could send me some scripts. I haven't looked at the scripts. We're going to try, okay, to work as a team here. We are actors. Okay, in Mary Poppins. So here is your script. There's two different ones. I haven't looked at them yet. The first one's longer than the last, so I'm going to give you the first one. You're going to be playing Winifred, okay?
And
you are Winifred.
Do we know who Winifred is?
She's one of the characters in Mary Poppins. Come on, you don't know Mary Poppins? What's the problem here? Let's go. All right, so let me set the scene here for everybody. I go back to my study. I am playing George. I've gone back to my study. I take up my pen with a sigh, and Winifred, it is over to you.
Poor Michael. All he cares about is flying kites and his beloved astronomy, of course.
I used to love astronomy at his age. My nanny, Miss Andrew, soon beat it out of me.
I'm sure she did. I suppose we do need a nanny, George. It is out of the question.
Don't be absurd! Of course we need a nanny. All the best people have nannies. The best of the best. The bestest best people. So the wives can do the charity work and entertain, which reminds me, how is your tea party coming along, dear?
I've no idea. It seems...
It's your party. How do you...
That's a good place to stop. Okay.
All right.
That was working great.
We're done?
Really well.
All
right.
No, you're not done. Okay, what we're going to do with you here.
Right.
I love the intensity that you're bringing to George.
All right.
I love the accent. We're not going to have that in the show, though, but I do love the accent.
What accent should I have?
No, keep it. It's
Okay.
you.
British.
It's great.
Try British.
I thought that's what I was doing.
Try real British.
Okay.
No. What we're going to do, though, let's bring that bombacity into the physical.
Okay.
So if you're at your study working, work,
Okay.
and then blah, 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 blah.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
Something like that.
Working, and blah, 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 blah. By the way, JT is the actual director of Mary Poppins, so he knows what he's talking about.
Who's Winifred?
Okay?
Winifred's his wife.
Well, thank you.
There you go, yeah. And Winifred
That
used
changes
to be an
everything, really.
actress.
really?
So pretend you
see.
used to be an actress, Abby.
Yeah. So if he's going big, prove you can be bigger like an actress.
Oh, I got into Abby's shot there. So can I just...
Big like in Orpheus or big like in, television?
Or stage.
Stage.
Orpheus.
Stage, okay. By the way, Abby acted on You Can't Do That on television for many years, so my apologies
And
to
it was
Abby.
very understated, too.
You're acting, yes, very... Just like now.
Yes.
Just like, okay, we won't take it from the top. We'll continue here.
Oh.
You want to go from I'm not sure, it seems so odd?
I'm not sure, George. It seems so odd to send out invitations to people I hardly know.
But they're people you should know. Remember, by your friends shall you be judged.
No, but that's the point, George. They're not my friends. Actually, I heard today from Clemmy Bunting. She's rehearsing a new play at the moment, and I thought I might ask her because, well,
How many times must I tell you I wish you to sever all connections with that part of your life?
George, I was an actress. Lots of people might find that...
Let's try that line again. You have this wonderful boa. Use it. Take your space. I was an actress. Good.
Oh, great. Okay. Easy, JT.
Thank you, JT.
Easy. We don't have insurance. Okay.
No, but apparently you have a hook. I'm sorry.
As you were. Winifred.
Winifred, as I was Winifred, George, I was an actress.
Better. See, yeah. We heard, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
George, I was an actress, blah, 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 toss. Lots of people might find that interesting, though you always talk as if I should be ashamed of it.
Well, it's not exactly something to be proud of. This isn't a laughing matter, Winifred. Winifred, dearest, I'm only thinking of you. I want people to admire and respect you.
I know, George, but sometimes it's hard. I mean, after all, I'm with you.
It's not hard. It's your job to be Mrs. Banks.
And what exactly is your job?
To pay for everything.
Oh, I see.
Winifred.
Fine. Yeah.
Where do you think you got that boa? It doesn't grow on trees.
It does, actually.
Oh. Well,
Yes.
I see.
What is it?
Oh.
That's your line. What is
Oh, sorry. What is it?
it? Well, I was going to kiss you, but...
All right. Are you going to say something to Mary Poppins about this afternoon?
Oh, I don't think so.
Very well. Just make sure she's doing things our way, not her way.
Right.
Repeat. Our way, not her way. And scene! JT, what do you think?
Well, it happened. That was a thing we did.
Okay,
That was,
all right.
That was very good. I love the intensity about it.
I wouldn't anger Abby.
No, go ahead, anger me.
Should I be apologizing to audio right now?
Did we peak?
Well, I think we might have peaked. You said stage, and so not that made a big
apologize to the fellow who's bleeding
Do we
from
want to
the
do
ears.
the second? We've got a minute left. Let's try the second one
right,
here.
we'll do it
Okay,
faster.
you're Mrs. Bill, and I'm Robertson
Could we do
A.
it like a rapid run-through?
Yes, this one's a super comedy anyway, and it's only one page.
Do you know
And
what
this is very physical.
Very physical.
Do you know
You're
what a
the
rapid
servants.
run-through is?
We're the servants.
Okay, do you know what a rapid run-through is?
Yeah, we go fast.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Mrs. Brill and Robertson A appear in the hall. She has a feather duster, and he carries a pair of steps. All right. These are my steps.
Watch the first one. Right, well, put the steps there and stand back.
All right.
You're never supposed to come near that vase, or no one else but me either. That's an heirloom.
Heirloom?
Yes, it's an heirloom. And while I do this, stay totally immobile.
Immobile.
Immobile. Do not move a muscle.
Muscle.
Do not breathe. Do you hear me? Hello? You might as well be dead.
And scene. Abby will be back next month. We're going to try something else. JT is
that we
back.
might be good at.
Yes, JT is back after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. I apologize to any actors that were watching the previous segment on behalf of all of us here at Rogers TV. My apologies. JT Morris, he is the general manager of Orpheus Musical Theatre, joins us back again, but this time actually talking about, quality entertainment.
Well, that was entertainment. Let's be clear about that.
Thanks for doing this, by the way.
Oh, thank you. That was a
appreciate
great
it. It's lots of fun. So that's your latest production. Before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about Orpheus. I mean, for people, everybody in this city should know about Orpheus, but for people that don't know, it's a long history here in the city of Ottawa, right?
Long history. It's been around since 1906. It is Canada's longest running community musical theatre. So 117 years old now, if I did that math correctly. Run entirely by volunteers, putting on 3 big budget shows at Meridian Theatres at Centre Point.
What brought you to Orpheus?
It's funny, I actually went to Orpheus 20 years ago now. 20 years ago.
20 years, yeah.
A friend of mine was auditioning for a show, and he was nervous to go alone, so I said, yeah, I'll go with you and do the audition with you, and we both got in. And it's one of those things. I went off to be an actor as well, but whenever I was back in Ottawa or whenever I was in between gigs, I would do an Orpheus show because high quality, I could still practice my craft. Long story short, met my wife there, and
nice.
That's history.
Do you remember that first production, what it was?
I do. It was called Annie Get Your Gun.
Annie Get Your Gun.
Yeah,
okay.
It's definitely a show you can't do anymore. We'll just say that.
Okay.
But,
Let's just leave it at that then. You'll see much better acting in the upcoming Mary Poppins, which, by the way, is pretty cool because my former co-host, T.L. Rader, and her daughter, Sienna, have parts, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think she took your audition slot.
Oh, okay. Well, and it's a good thing. But this is Mary Poppins, probably like people have never seen before, right?
It really is. I mean, one of the things that I warn people about is that if you love the Disney film, you're going to like this show for sure because it has some of the songs you recognize and some of the characters, but it's actually more based on the novel. So it's a totally different story in many respects. A lot of those songs have been relocated, but nevertheless, you're going to see the thing that you love about Mary Poppins with a whole new aspect to it, and on a stage is really a different dynamic than watching it on the screen.
So new in what way? Is the plot a little bit different?
A little bit, yeah. There's like the two characters you and Abby played in that last one, they don't appear in the movie, and they are pretty large supporting characters in the show with storylines of their own.
Right.
There's a bit of a darker twist to it as Mary tries to get the kids rooted into a form of discipline, but also Bert is a much more substantial character in the show than he is in the movie, and acts as a narrator throughout. So it's pretty exciting.
I mentioned 2 cast members, but this is a big cast, right? Walk me through, how big is this cast and crew?
42 people.
Really?
Is the size of the cast. Crew, I mean, we're already at over 100 volunteers, and we're still looking for more for this show.
You need more still?
We
Okay,
still
well,
need more.
there's the call to action there if you're interested. The website will come up on screen for everybody there.
Yeah.
The music, is there different music than what you would see from the Disney classic?
Yeah, it has some of the songs that you recognize. Spoonful of Sugar's in there, Supercalifragilistic's in there, and a couple of others. But it was written as a musical in 2004, 2005, and a couple of new songwriters came in to add music to make and sound a lot like the original film. But it's definitely songs you're not going to recognize.
You're directing this. Have you directed in the past? Tell me what that role is like for you.
I have. This is only my second time directing with Orpheus, but I've directed with other places here and there over the years when I was interested. I don't direct often because for me it has to be a show that I feel like I can do something with it in a different way, or at least give the cast and the crew in it an experience they're never going to have again in their life. And I thought with this show for Orpheus, it's the first time we're flying people. It's the first time we have such technical, magical moments. It's really going to be such a great opportunity for volunteers, so I couldn't pass it up.
And you've got 2 more shows coming up, is that right?
We do. So in March we run Dreamgirls, and we end the season off in June with The Wizard of Oz. So it's a massive season.
Wow. I mean, you've chosen some big ones, man. That is amazing. Oh, here, they're right there. Mary Poppins, Dreamgirls, and the Wizard of Oz. Something else we want to talk about today, too, is Orpheus Schoolhouse. Tell me a little bit about this. Is a great program you guys put on.
It's fantastic. It's a program we launched through the pandemic to stay relevant and stay open, and it ended up being something so great that we keep it going. So we do accredited arts education for children and youth, often from low-income families or who can't afford it. Anybody is able to take part, but essentially you're getting the lowest price arts education in town from the top instructors we could find. And we have a pricing structure where you can pay the full amount, which is still the lowest price in town, or you can pay what you want, or if you just want to take the course and you can't afford it, give me a call, no questions asked, you can take the course.
And is there a certain age criteria?
Yeah, so what we're starting on Sunday is musical theater vocal performance with Stacey Ingray, who's a top instructor in colleges and universities and in town, and Wendy Berkelar, who's a local legend on the piano.
Yeah.
And so this is for ages 8 to 13. And we have another group for 14 to 18. And what they do is learn how to break a song down for audition pieces, how to bring character into it, how to sing as an ensemble a bit, and not take the spotlight all the time. So it's really exciting.
I didn't get a call to help with the instruction. I'm I'm shocked, JT.
Well, you know, my list is so long, Derick. I'm sure it's there, right? I'm working through the B's in the alphabet.
Okay, I gotcha. You have a full season subscription. Yeah, so not only just, I imagine there's probably a discount price sort of thing for a full subscription.
Huge discount.
Okay.
I mean, it's the best musical theater deal in town, no question. You can buy to 1 show or 2 shows, but that's going to be more expensive than buying to 3 shows. If you buy a subscription to all 3, it's $45 cheaper than buying single tickets, which means you're getting 1 show for $5.
The run of Mary Poppins, what's the run and where can people see it?
November 17th to 26th at Meridian Theaters at Center Point, and tickets are on sale now. We've already sold over 4,000. That's half the theater, so they're flying, no pun intended. So hop online, orpheusmusicaltheatre.ca.
Well, congratulations. I know rehearsals are ongoing still, and it's a magical time, right? When you're putting together something like this, I can just see it, the energy from you. So to all of those volunteers, again, this is volunteer community theater, but I'll remind everybody, You will not find better theater. I mean, it is absolutely professional theater. As JT just said, get your tickets fast because they will sell out. We'll be back with more right after this.